going to crack on with our fourth researcher of the evening, because I'm nervous I'll check his name again. He's called Pete Oliver. He's going to give you the science of Z's, which I presume is the science of sleep and not the science of the 26th letter of the alphabet. But considering the number of fuck-ups I've made this evening, I just thought I'd check. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the penultimate time this evening, can we get some raucous applause going? Here we go, 1, 2, 3! Pete Oliver!
Thanks very much. See, I brought my own bag of balls with me in Cox, just in case. Thanks. Okay, so first of all, you're all feeling wide awake? Yeah! You're all feeling wide awake? Yeah, that's good. I'm knackered, I tell you. I had to sit for 85 hours of comedy last night. Jesus, that's terrible. Anyway, I was dressed up like Jesus, which is just coincidence. Anyway, thanks very much. So I'm going to talk today about the science of sleep and circadian rhythms. So it's very, very important for our daily lives. But it's quite an unusual combination, because actually I'm a neuroscientist. I work in neuroscience, I have my own lab in research in Oxford. We also play the drums. I play the drums many times on this very stage, on the Jericho Tavern stage itself. But it's quite a treat, actually, being at the front of the stage, because normally drummers, we're down the fucking back. We're like, we're here, literally. So I'm sat like this, for hours on end, looking at the back of the fucking singer's head. Anyway, sorry, no offence. No, but anyway, so it's nice to be at the front of the stage. That's normally about 3 circumstances when a drummer gets a step forward into the spotlight. There's Dave Grohl for the youngsters, Phil Collins for the older people, and Police Lineup for the rest of them. Yeah. So anyway, so it's good. So no, it's good. The drummer's not really known for being intelligent, particularly. I remember about 25 years ago, I said to my mum, I said, "Mum, when I grow up, I want to be a drummer." She said to me, "Son, make up your mind. You can't do both." That's good. Anyway, get there. Yeah. Okay. Hurry up! It's nearly 10 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so sleep. So what's sleep all about? So, for an activity we probably spend a third of our lives doing, we're not quite sure what sleep is actually for. It's 9:55. But what we do know is sleep is very important for our brains, okay? So what happens at night time, our brain is making new connections, helping us remember things for the next day, or the future. And that's called memory consolidation, okay? So that's called memory consolidation. I'm not saying it again. And that's called... No, I forgot that. That's fine. So memory consolidation is very important. I've forgotten it already. Memory consolidation is very important for our brains. And lots of really elegant experiments have been carried out to show that memory consolidation really, really works. I'm afraid I haven't got time to show you the experiments now. This is a shame, actually, because the last time experiment was actually carried out on this stage was around about 1990, when local band Radiohead, and they tried playing a happy song. Yeah, it was... It was a cover of a Boy George classic, I think. It was a Come on, Police. It's narrow, it's very distinct demographic for that joke. It's good. Okay, it's good. Okay, so the experiment. Okay, so one experiment. So they've got a large group of people to tap out a simple pattern of numbers with their fingers. Okay, so number 1 is a thumb, number 2 is the first finger, 3, 4, and 5. Anyone from Norwich? 6. So they tapped out the pattern of numbers, and they had to do this over and over again for maybe an hour or 2, and then had to repeat the same task the next day, okay? Now, the 2 groups of people, the first group, they had a normal night's sleep, a normal 8-hour sleep, and amazingly, it actually improved their performance the second day, okay? Thanks to memory consolidation, they improved their performance on the second day. But a second group of people, they had disrupted night's sleep, they were woken up deliberately every few hours, and they did worse, okay? Showing that sleep is very important for our brain function. Now, a third group, now that was particularly interesting for me, because they didn't actually carry out the task on the first day, they just watched somebody else carry out the task. But they still improved the second day after a full night's sleep, okay? So what that means, if you're still there with me, that if you're something in your life where you want to improve your performance, you just have to watch somebody do it the day before. Yeah? So you're writing your own jokes there, that's very good, okay. So in other words, if you get caught wanking to an adult film by your mum or your partner or perhaps the assistant manager at the Bockley branch of PC World, just for example, no, it's fine, it's fine. As I said to the policeman at the time, I said, I'm just practicing my programming language skills. I was polishing a Python, out came a pearl necklace. Yeah. Computer science joke there. Thanks for laughing. The rest of you, C++ for effort. Maybe it's too basic for you, but I've run out. I maybe I could save it for a play I'm writing about Indonesia. It's just a JavaScript. Sorry, that's one to later. Okay, so anyway, so if you do get caught wanking, all you have to say is you're carrying out memory consolidation. Or mammary consolidation, if that's your thing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, anyway, so sleep is very important for our brains, so that's you all know that now. But importantly, having no sleep is actually very, very bad for you. So going without sleep, or having not running out of sleep at night is actually very bad for you, both in the short term and in the long term. That's quite a serious point. But the actual record for going without sleep is quite contentious. It's probably held by a guy in America in the 1960s. His name, fantastic name, is Randy Gardner. It's just fantastic. I'm not picking it up. It's his name or his job, I'm not quite sure. So Randy Gardner, he stayed awake for about 11 days. That's about 264 hours. That's right, 264 hours with no sleep at all. And he survived. He's still alive today. And if you want to know more about him, just be careful when you type Randy Gardner into Google Images. As I found out, what I did find out is that Randy Gardner 4 was the best of the set of films made in the 80s. But not quite as good as Mammary Consolidation 2, actually, but that's another story. Okay, so we know sleep's important for our brains, but also sleep's a very, very personal thing. So phrases such as "I want to sleep with you" or "I want to go to bed with you," so not you. It's obviously a very personal thing, and it has certain connotations. But there's one thing, maybe having sex with somebody, but something else actually sharing bed with somebody night after night, month after month, waking up to see the same fucking face every morning. No, so I'm joking, my wife's actually here tonight, so... and she's just leaving, actually. I'll probably be sleeping on the sofa tonight, anyway, which is kind of ironic, really, for my talk, anyway, that's fine. Anyway, so sleep is a very personal thing, so trying to learn a bit more about sleep and personality, a very large study was carried out a few years ago, combining psychiatry with people's personalities to see whether certain sleep positions reflected the way they acted in their daily lives. This was quite a very large study. It was published in one of the top journals in the country, the Daily Mail, I think. That's right, yeah. Apparently, Princess Diana, she slept really well, apparently. Anyway, so I've got a little visual prop to kind of illustrate some of the data from this study, so bear with me. Anyway, thanks very much. So this is me in bed. As you see, actually I stuffed it with rice to make it more comfortable. Pilau rice. So if you're from Birmingham, this works really well. Yeah, stuffed it with pilau rice. Yeah. Anyway, sleep positions. So I haven't got much time. So most people sleep in what's called the fetal position. So that's something a bit like this. I'll just remember something for you. So it's like this. Okay, fetal position. This looks very comfortable. Actually, it reminds me of the holiday I had in France. I can't imagine why. So yeah, that's most people, right? 40%. So other people sleep in other positions. It kind of reflects their personality. So some people sleep like a soldier. That's like this. Just dropped off for a second. Okay, that's a soldier. Okay, and those people apparently are quite quiet. And so that's very good, that's quiet people. And it's like a soldier, they're probably standing to attention when they wake up, so I'm sure some of the gentlemen will reflect that. And some people actually sleep what's called like a yearner. Now a yearner is a bit like they're giving someone a cuddle, but there's no one there. So that's a yearner, and yearners are apparently quite brash, and they're actually quite rude people, and that's probably why they're sleeping on their own. And finally, the last one is a free fall. Now, the free fall is kind of, you have too many beers, you're going to throw yourself into bed. So the free fall is a bit harder to demonstrate, but the free fall is like this. That's the free-faller. You still there? You still there? Okay. So the free-faller, these people are often quite rude and nasty, and that's why they sleep on their front. So anyway, that's all from me. So have a good night, and don't have nightmares. Good night. Thank you.
I can safely say, in 6 years of doing stand-up comedy, having attended all sorts of odd and arcane comedy nights and open mic nights, I have never seen a better prop than the one you brought out on today.